Yo, what's good YouTube, man? It's Gabriel with another Fan TV, man. Back at you another video. Like the content of the video, go smash that like button, like the content of this channel. Always subscribe, man. Look, so Ravens Day 3 training camp just concluded. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get my thoughts and opinions on it. Listen, if you have any thoughts and opinions on it, please drop your comments down below. I reply to all comments. I love having the engagement and talk to other Ravens fans about what we saw out there or what we're hearing about from the reporters, right? So yeah, definitely drop your comments down there. Don't forget to subscribe to the videos. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the injuries. Same thing as the previous 2 days, pretty much on all bases, right? Lamar Jackson, Keaton Mitchell, TJ Tampa, Adisa Isaac. The last three guys, Mitchell, Tampa, Isaac, pup guys, they'll be activated, whenever they're ready. Lamar Jackson is still sick, okay? John Harbaugh said that he's closer to returning. He's waiting on the doctors to give Lamar Jackson the okay to come back to practice. So that's really the only update for Lamar. Maybe he misses this entire week and we see him back for week 2 of training camp. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. We really don't know at this point. He could be back tomorrow, right? So main point is hopefully he gets better. He's feeling better. And that, we get to see our superstar quarterback out there on the field. But the main thing is don't come out there until you feel better, until you feel ready, right? So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on the injury front, right? No new surprises, no new injuries. That's a really good thing early on in training camp. Nobody's really gotten hurt yet, so hopefully it stays that way, right? So, all right. Now on offensive side of the ball, now this was another day where the defense, especially secondary, had a really good day, especially in 7-on-7s and things like that. But offense, 2 names that I saw that stood out today. Rashad Bateman, they said he had 2 excellent catches today. Another one that was deep on the sidelines, down the field. And another guy that had a stand-up performance today was Daniel Falele, right? I think Calvin Barber said that, he was good at moving around, getting to the second level on his blocks. And a very, very key important part, he wasn't taken out of practice today due to fatigue, right? As we know, Falele might be the biggest guy in the NFL or one of the biggest guys in the NFL, 6'8", 380 or whatever you measured in at before, right? So to see that he got his wind up, got his conditioning going, that's a good sign, right? When you see it consistently, right? Through the first 2 days of training camp, that's not something that we've really talked about, is the offensive line, right? Offensive line is something that, besides, I guess, outside of maybe the receiving core, is something that's really going to make or break what happens with this Ravens offense, right? We don't want to see Lamar Jackson running for his life back there, trying to make something out of nothing, because as soon as he hikes the ball, he's getting pressure inside or outside, right? We don't want to see that, right? So what can this line do? Who can step up? Who's going to be the guards? Because, if we're being honest, I would say that we already know certain positions are already kind of sold up, and now we're just really looking at those guard spots, right? Who could come in and really fill those spots and be good players at those spots, right? The Ravens don't want to have a tremendous drop-off. If we're being honest, last year they weren't that good of a pass blocking unit altogether. So this unit needs to be better at that this season, right? They ran block, they did that all fine, all well and good, right? But there was a reason they moved on from guys like Morgan Moses. They let Johnson get paid somewhere else, right? So they wanted to kind of upgrade the pass protection unit, and hopefully that some of these young guys, Ben Cleveland, Falele, maybe even a Josh Jones, who they signed in free agency, can step up and actually provide some good reps at guard. So we'll see what happens right there, okay? But yeah, so that's pretty much your main 2 standouts from the offensive side of the ball. Seemed like it didn't really too much happen. They did say the offense did start off with, I believe, 9 straight completions or something like that, 11-11 drills, but kind of cooled off a little bit as practice went along. So, hey, look, good high start, but what we really want to see is how is the offense looking when Lamar Jackson is back at the helm, right? If we're being honest, that's what we want to see, right? What's going to happen when he's under center, right? So we're still waiting on that, but offense is still having some good moments even without him, so that's good as well. All right, so defensive side of the ball, okay? 2 players stood out, and these guys have been standing out all training camp, all mini camp, and they keep doing it. You got Arthur Millette and you got Odafe Owe, right? So now starting with Arthur Millette, he has now 3 interceptions so far in training camp, 1 each day. They said he could have had 2 more today. He dropped 1. As a punishment for himself, he did some push-ups after dropping the interception, right? Cool to see the accountability right there, right? So Arthur Millette is a guy where we talked a lot about the slot corner position, right? Who's going to be playing it? This guy, that guy. Arthur Millette held that position down a lot last year. If it wasn't Kyle Hamilton there, Arthur Millette was there. He was blitzing off the edge. He was covering guys. He was making hits, right? For an undersized player, Arthur Millette would come up and tackle you, right? But when I listened to his Ravens Lounge interview, one of the things that he sounded like he really wanted to work on was being better in coverage, right? So how can you do that? You can get your hands on the football, right? So with him having these interceptions, now we're not expecting him to have this kind of production during the season, but he's getting around the football, which if it comes time to that during the year, he'll be ready to do that again, right? So Arthur Millette is a guy that is, I believe, really an underrated Raven. And he's coming to knock that underrated off so people can really recognize his game out there, right? So Arthur Millette, like I said, interception today, 3 total in training camp. Could have had 2 more today. So big time so far. And Odafe Oweh, right? The report about Odafe Oweh is that John Harbaugh had to rein him in because he's wrecking too many plays in the backfield. That's what the reporters are saying, right? Now, Odafe Oweh is playing so well right now that they got to say, hey, listen, we're trying to get some plays off here, right? So that's what you want to hear, right? Now, you can look at it both ways. Is that Odafe Oweh taking the next step and being a dominant player, or there's some more concerns on the offensive line that we want to let on, right? For right now, early on in training camp, we're going to take the positive approach and say that Odafe Oweh is taking that next step, all right? So Odafe Oweh, he has the pressure numbers. He has the physical capability. Now it's about taking those pressure numbers, those moves that he's learned from Chuck Smith, some of the moves that he's got down, and turning those into actual sacks, right? He does that. I mean, there's no reason why Odafe Oweh can't reach double-digit sacks this season, right? He's going to have the opportunity. He has the skill set. He has like I said, he has the capability to do it. So to hear that Odafe Oweh is wrecking the game or wrecking practices is beautiful, right? Now, you don't want to be a guy that's just known as a training camp player. You got to show it throughout the season. But I don't think Odafe Oweh has the issue, right? I think that he's played well enough in games during the regular season to give the benefit of the doubt that, listen, that box score number for the sacks is going to show up, right, for Oweh. So today, I think, was a more, I don't want to say lighter practice because it seemed like it's been, they've had periods of up and down, whether or not, it's cooling off or whatever. But yeah, man, the defense is still doing their thing. The offense will get it right. But, you do wish Lamar Jackson was out here, right? Because now when Lamar Jackson comes back, it's probably going to take him a couple of days to get up to speed, right? So now that's a little bit more time lost, right? So, we all get sick. It's unfortunate it happened right now. But, it is what it is. Like I said, hopefully he has a speedy recovery. And we get to see Lamar Jackson either later this week or, throughout the rest of the training camp starting next week, right? So we'll see from there, right? But I'm going to end it here, man. Definitely give me your thoughts, comments in the comment section about what happened in today's practice. And, players you're looking out for, who needs to have a good camp. We'll talk about all of that in the comment section. But I'm going to get out of here, man. It's Gabriel, just another Fan TV. I'm out.